Hey there, everybody, Powder here. Welcome back to Dark Souls. Today we got two bosses on the menu to kill. We got, I believe it's the Flame Antioch is his name, or Flame, something to that effect, and the Centipede Demon. The Centipede Demon we can actually see right here, but we can't engage him until we get down below. We left off the last episode, we killed off the Ceaseless Discharge, went ahead and made our way down into this area. Actually, I bet we have enough souls to level up if we consume these. Let's make sure that's all we have. Killed the Ceaseless Discharge, made our way down here to the Demon's Ruins, got the Greater Flame Ember, almost got killed by some worms. I showed you where the bugs are to farm for the Light Maggot Helm. And yeah, we're about ready to go ahead and rock and roll. Let's see, we don't need that. We're going to go ahead. Let's see, we're going to put that on for the moment. I'm going to go do one more round on the... Whoops. Forgot to level up. I just used all those. Level up. 29. There we go. Leaves us with 6,000 souls. Let's repair our equipment. Up, up, up. Good, good, good. Still about 6,000 souls. Can we reinforce a weapon? In case we die, we know we're not going to lose any extra souls. Let's see here, what do we want to reinforce? We already have... Let's see, that's up to 14. We have the scythe up to 14. If I remember right, where is it? Where's the scythe? That's up to 14. Our bow... Our bow's up to plus 10. We need to get large titanite shards for that. How about a shield? Can we reinforce some shields? Wow, we got a bunch of those Caduceus shields. That's ready to go. Let's see, these are twinkling. Let's do the Dragon Crest shield. That's fire resist. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna upgrade this. There we go. Now we're down to 132 souls. All right, I'm not gonna stop and fight anything here. I'm gonna make a break right down the steps, up the ramp towards the boss fight, and once we cross that gray threshold, there we'll be safe. Even these fire guys, because they're gonna stop and they're gonna breathe fire, and they can't move while they're doing that. So you're relatively safe. Run, 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 run. Run. And now we're going to hang here. We're just going to go kill those 4 bugs real quick. Maybe we'll get a ring, maybe we won't. So, this demon we're about to fight, as I said in the last episode, he is very much like the... Whoops. Like the demon we fought back in the Undead Asylum, the one we fell through the floor. Almost the exact same moveset, but with a few additionals. He has a really, really nasty lunging attack. So you don't actually want to outrange him. So the other demon did have a ranged attack where he would throw his polearm out at you and everything, and if it hit you, it hurt. This guy actually has a lunging one, where he does the same thing but with a lunge. And oh, it'll screw up your day real quick if you get hit by it, and he can do it twice in a row. So we want to kind of be in a range. The objective is to circle behind him as with the other guy, and when he does his smash, you go ahead and you run in and you hit him without getting hit. We got to watch out for the butt flop. The butt flop hurts a good bit more. The problem with this fight is it's in a room filled with these tree branches, and it's easy to get caught up against branches and everything where you can't move. It's also relatively narrow, so it's hard to circle him. Let's see. Got our fire, where our fire orbs doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead. He actually does... His overall damage, from what I understand, isn't magic-based, but or isn't fire-based, but just magic-based. So I'm going to not put on that ring, because I don't have it. We haven't never bought it. There's a ring that boosts magic resistance. We don't have that. Alright, we're going to use steel protection then. Let's check our weights. We're good on our weights. Good, good, good. Let's swap this out for our catalyst. Sorcerer's Catalyst. Got that. We're going to do magic weapon. Got our shield, and here we go. Demon Firesage, or Firesage. So that was not his worst attack. That was not a great one, though. Now's a good time to drink. Alright, I'm going to back him this way a little bit. Oh, that one hurt. I want to back him away from the wall, so. But we don't want to get too far away or we're in trouble also. Alright, here we go. We're going to charge him now. Dang. Drink. Move. Ah, there it was. That's the real bad one. And there's another one. And whoa, I got to block up on that one. We got to get closer to him. And we're dead. This guy annoys me. If we can get him kind of in the middle of the room where we can start circling him, he's not so bad, but I never managed to get him in place that fight. It happens. And like I said, if you notice his attacks, although he's the demon Firesage, his attacks don't actually use fire magic. They're mostly physical, and then that explosion that he does, which isn't fire either. Round 2, fight! That's gonna hit me in the back, darn you. Up, he's gonna butt flop. Get away. Alright, get back in on him. He's gonna butt flop, get away. Back in. Get away. Back in. Oh, he's bleeding. Got him bleeding, that's good. We're out of stamina. We gotta watch out. Oh, he's almost down. And there we go. So what happened differently there? Well, what happened was when he did his pullback to swing, I was able to roll underneath him. So he has several melee attacks. The big one, the leaping one we saw last time, and it absolutely screwed me up. Hurt really bad. That one is hard to outrange because he leaps and the range on it is just terrible. For the most part, you don't want to be that far away from him. The normal one where he doesn't lunge but just kind of overhand swings at you, if you charge him at that point, he is likely to do 2 of those attacks in a row, giving you chance to just unload on him. And that's basically what happened there. We got in underneath his overhand attack, and I just unloaded on him with the sword, making it pretty easy. Well, I didn't get my camera around in time. Thank you. Alright, we're going to come on around up here, and we have a shortcut we're going to open up here. Let's, Greater Fireball. I don't know if this works all that well. I can't imagine these guys take a whole lot of fire damage. I can run in here. There's an item behind this guy. Now up to the top here, and there is a elevator up. Well, now at this point she'll look familiar. Over there was the Quelaag sister, and right down here is the bonfire. I'm going to run down and I'm going to rest, and I'm also going to go human form, as Knight Solaire is an option for us on the next fight. I don't remember if there's a bonfire before him or not, so... I know there's a bonfire after the Centipede Demon, but I don't think there's one before. repair equipment. Good. And here we go. Back down. We are going to want, for this one, we want Flash Sweat. Attune Magic. Let's swap out any of these for Flash Sweat. Yeah. That. We don't need the fire orbs. They won't be helpful at all. There we go. Back to the elevator. So the next boss is literally only 8 mobs or so ahead, and it's 8 of those fire spitting guys that are real easy. It's real quick here from the Ceaseless Discharge in the Demon Ruins. There's 3 bosses, boom, boom, boom. Then you're in Lost Izalith, where there's another boss relatively quick, but there's some item hunting we're going to do first. Alright, so we can go ahead and we can come down here and we can roll off this end. And this will take us right back where the flame, whatever that guy was we just killed. You can see this was where we entered, where the Taurus Demon was, and here's the exit after we killed him. Now these 2 up above here are going to aggro no matter what, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to kill them. Gonna come down and around. I did reverse following. No, I didn't. Oh, but there's a bonfire here. I thought there might have been. I didn't reverse following. I used the humanity. That's like the 3rd time I've done that. Reverse hollowing, good. I am not going to overly kindle this one unless we die. Okay, so the next boss, the Centipede Demon. First, we can go ahead. Come on, stand up. What's going on here? My guy won't move. Hello? Why won't you move? Alright, well I'm going to cut the video right there and we'll be back in a moment. I have to reload the game apparently. Oh wait, I can't pause it either. Okay, we can do that. We don't want to do that. Alright, I'm going to have to kill the game and we'll come back in. So, yeah, we'll be back in a moment. Alright, we're back. Let's hope everything worked. I didn't lose any game saves, luckily. I was right here. Am I in human form? Yes, I'm in human form, so that'll work. That means we did rest at it. All that. No, I'm all befuddled. What were we doing? What was I talking about? Oh, this boss coming up. Okay, we do want to swap out. We want some fire resist now. So, the Flame Stone Ring, and we're going to swap this shield for the Dragon Crest shield. In fact, we're going to level that up some more. We should have enough to max it out. Get that mouse off the screen. Reinforced weapon. Yes, weapon. It's a shield. Dragon Crest. Is that it? Just +5? Yeah. I'll come back in here and make sure that does. So we have a magic defense of 211. 211, that's right. It's not giving us any more for some weird reason. Has a stability of 66 as fair to say. We'll stick with the silver. Maybe this ring is so much, maybe we have like a maximum amount of fire defense. We can't go above the 211 or something. I don't know. Okay, so the Centipede Demon now we're going to be fighting. He was the guy I kind of could show you hanging on the side of the mountain there where the last bonfire was, back up above. He's not too bad. Can be a pain in the butt. When we first enter in his room is mostly filled with lava, with little dirt patches that you can kind of stand on and kind of fight from. The first one you're initially on, I have fought and I've beaten him standing right there on that one without moving. But it's relatively narrow and can be a little dangerous. What you can do is, there's 2 other ones in the room that are relatively large. The one I like to go is, so we're going to come in and we're going to hang our right, and we can loop around, and there's a large dirt patch over in the back right-hand corner of the room, where there's also an item on the ground, I think a soul. So that's going to be where I'm going to go for. Knight Solaire is not going to be all that much help, but he will hopefully keep the Centipede Demon distracted while we run there. We will be running across lava, so we're going to take some damage. We have to get there and heal up. Now, as for the demon himself, both his main arm, which is this large centipede-looking thing, can be lopped off, and his tail. In time, he will regrow at least his tail. He may regrow his arm. If we can lop the arm off, we're going to do it. Mainly because it reduces the attacks he has. His big arm is his most powerful attack, and removing it kind of makes him a pretty easy fight. Other than that, he has some basic attacks where he'll like rear up in the air and then do a belly slam, and he'll do that like 3 or 4 times if you're standing underneath him. He'll leap onto the ceiling and then jump back down onto the ground on top of you and hit you. But none of that's really all that dangerous. The biggest part of this fight is just not getting stuck in the lava and burning to death. So that's why we're going to go for the far ledge where it's a bit bigger. Let's see, so we got that, we got flash switch ready. Let's go ahead, come in here. Do we want to do magic weapon now or once we get to the island? We'll do it right now. Shield up. Here we go. So that on the right there is his main arm. That's the arm we want to cut off, if at all possible. And you can see his tail is also kind of... I mean, his whole body is a bunch of centipedes. But the 2 big ones we want to get off are the arm and the tail, if possible. There is no weapon for cutting his tail off, but it just disables some of his attacks. Alright, shield up right away. And don't run quite yet. We want Knight Solaire to get aggro. Here comes a big, heavy melee attack. Be ready to move. Be ready to move. Come on, Knight Solaire. Throw a lightning ball at him. Roll. Alright, we're going for it. Hop over here. Oh, no, 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 no. We're in the lava. We're in the lava. Get out of the lava. Once we get around this corner here, we're going to drink. And right there's the larger landing we're going for. Alright, we're relatively safe here. You can see Solaire's kind of out there playing around, getting burned. Come on, Solaire. Get over here. Shield up. We have room to fight now. Come here, demon. And roll. And, oops, I wanted to... He will do that where his arm will be on the ground for a little while, and then we can attack his arm. Here we go. Oh, he's eating Solaire. I'm going to get magic weapon back up. Here's that stomp I was telling you about. Potion. Get away. He's going to drop down on us. Okay. Going to get away again. Alright, we're just going to go for the kill. He's all but dead. Alright. So, had we managed to cut his arm off, that orange-charred ring would have dropped from his arm being cut off, and we could have picked it up and actually equipped it right then. We were unable to do that, though. It doesn't matter. We get the orange-charred ring afterwards, and it's an item we absolutely need. So the orange-charred ring should be at the bottom here, right here. Reduces lava damage. It allows us to run on lava. We're still taking damage. If you look at our health, it's going down, but much, much slower than traditionally being on top of the lava and everything, which we're going to need to move forward here into Lost Izalith, which the exit is not the door. That would make sense. It's right there. It is. There's a cave. We're going to come around out here. There's Knight Solaire, and here's another bonfire. Now, for the moment, do not talk to Solaire. Let me explain why. From what I understand, there's a point where if you do things in a certain order, Knight Solaire will go crazy right now, and you have to fight him right here in this area. And if you do so, you then can't use him later on in order to help fight Lord Gwyn. I don't know what the exact parameters are in order to make him go crazy or not go crazy, but if you just don't talk to him, you don't have to worry about it. He won't ever fight you. Let's go ahead and another endurance. So now we're at 30, 30, and 35. Okay, that's a pretty good loadout. It's pretty good health-wise. What we'll probably do now is we'll put Faith and Int up to 20, I think. We might take Dexterity to 40, but that's going to be the primary focus is going to be the Int and Faith that allows us to use the Artorias Greatsword, which is a pretty well-balanced weapon, works well with Dexterity-based classes. And then Dex to 40, something like that. So we need 5 here, we need 9 there, which is 14, and then 5 there, which would be 19 more levels in order to do that, and we don't have that many. Well, we do have that, but we'll be at 100 before then, which doesn't really matter. It just means we start scaling a lot more. Okay, that. I'm not going to kindle this, or will I? Yeah, we might as well kindle it. We can actually go back and kindle the other one, too. In order for we're going to do that, let's go ahead and just put the humanities on the bar, because we're going to need... I'm hollowed? No, I'm not hollowed. I didn't die. We're going to need 3 for here, and 3 for there. So this next area we're about to go into, we're not quite in Lost Isles yet. This is more the Demon Ruins. So far, we've killed pretty much everything we've come across in-game. There's going to be some guys up here we're not going to kill. I might pull and kill one of them just to show you them, but they're mean. And you don't actually have to fight any of them ever. They are 100% avoidable. So we'll probably do that. They do drop 2,000, maybe even 3,200 souls, which is nice, but they're just they're a pain in the butt to kill, because you got to fight them on the open lava, so you have to use the lava walker ring or whatever it's called. They just have devastating attacks. They're basically like these dinosaur type things with massive legs and these little bodies, and you can only really attack their legs because their upper bodies are so high off the ground. But they like to jump around, and they like to foot stomp and everything, so you have to move in, fight their legs, and then they foot stomp you, and then you get beat up, and then you have to run away. I suppose for a mage, somebody with high magic attack, they could probably range them down pretty easily, but obviously we haven't really done that. About the only thing we have is a greater magic weapon. Oh, an item we missed. Well, there was a reason we came back up here. I didn't, actually. We're going just to rekindle the bonfire. So we're going to kindle this bonfire, and then... I'm sorry, not this bonfire. Yeah, we're going to kindle this bonfire. I was trying to drop onto that log. That didn't work so well. Then there's another bonfire not too far ahead, about 5, maybe 10 minutes worth of running through lava. We'll kindle that bonfire and call it an episode. Then the beginning of the next episode will be clearing out Lost Islet. There's quite a bit of treasure down there. There's a few items we want to get. And then the episode after that should be the tree boss. I can't think of his name. Kindle, yes. Which actually only has 3 HP, but is a real pain in the butt. The last boss. So for the main main campaign, main game, non-DLC, we're down to only 2 bosses left that we have not defeated. Okay. There we go. I'm just thinking we have quite a few, not quite a few, but a handful of souls. Do I want to buy anything to use those up before we proceed too much further? There is a bonfire up here coming up that we can warp to and from, I believe. I hope so. Oh, we could go get that ring. Yeah, those 2 rings. So the Black Knight back up in Sen's Fortress, the one that we've been buying our large Titanite shards from, he does sell 2 defensive rings. He sells one that generally just boosts magic defense by, I believe, 60, and he has another one that boosts lightning defense by 60 also. And we're going to want at least the lightning one. Having both is not a bad idea. We want the lightning one for the DLC. And each one of those is 20,000 souls, so we need 40,000 obviously to buy both of them. I should have rested at that bonfire in case we get hit and die. Oh well. We just won't. So here you can kind of begin to see some of these dinosaur-looking creatures. So they're a little hard to judge what they are, but they're like 3 sections to their bodies, 2 legs, this little head, and this stubby tail. But they're pretty high off the ground, and they're just a real pain in the butt to fight. By real pain in the butt, I mean total hell. Apparently when the game first came out, they had these massive aggro radius, and you'd have to kill 3 or 4 of them just to get through this area. We don't have to worry about that anymore. They have a very narrow aggro radius, and unless you actually directly approach them, for the most part they'll leave you alone. And it actually made the point where the Witch's Covenant, in order to open the back door to avoid this stuff, was almost mandatory. Like I said, I imagine a mage could probably take them down pretty easily. Okay, so we come in, you hang a left, you follow the tree root around, there's that one item there. Right here, I hop off and make a break directly for that soul. Get up right here. Soul of a Brave Warrior. I believe some of these statues are alive. Yep, that one right there is alive. I'll circle around this building this way. And right there's another route we're going to be going up. Just making sure none of these statues come following us. That one was just very slow. We're not waiting for him. He's not worth the effort. Follow this up. From this point, this is an elevated point obviously, I imagine a mage with a bow. You could like shoot those guys with the bow, then bring them in, target them, and rain missiles down on them. You could probably kill these guys off, and you only have to kill them once. Once they are dead, they do not respawn. So that could be probably the easy way to do it. That one item is the only thing up here we're after. We're going to go back down a little bit, and we're going to hop off for this corner. I believe that's one. Yep. Come over around here. Oh, come on, get up the steps, up the steps. And right here is an illusionary wall. Oh, I missed that chest on that other one, didn't I? Alright, let's rest here real quick just to set our spawn here. We missed one thing I want to run back and get, and then we're going to call it an episode. It'll only take 2 minutes. Come around here, come around here. This one's not real, that one is real, right there. And now we're going for that place over there. I don't know how this video is going to show up on YouTube, but that reddish orange of the lava really irritates my eyes. Where's the entrance? This is what's supposed to give you the hint that that bonfire is behind that wall, because there's an entrance right here with a chest. Come on, up the steps. And this is a chest. Soul of a great hero. Good stuff. Alright, back to the bonfire, and we're going to call it an episode right there. Hopefully we don't get stuck on the, get stuck on that route again. Or on the bonfire again. I can't stand up. That was pretty odd. I've had some of the times where you're kindling the fires and then like it'll take a while, you'll tell it to kindle, and then your guy will sit there for like 30 seconds and nothing will happen, but eventually it'll just come back and allow you to do whatever again. I've never had it not let me stand up or anything. Alright, this one we do want to kindle, so this is the one we will be going to the boss from. Let's go ahead and we'll use the twin. And then one regular. And with that, I think every bonfire in the primary game has been kindled. There's going to be one after the boss, but all the ones that you're going to use for accessing content for the most part has been kindled. And I'm fairly sure this one you can warp to and from. I'm going to double check that, though, before we make a mistake. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it an episode. It's been a little over 30 minutes. We'll pick up here next time. This has been Paler. Thanks for watching.